either from fasting from food for 2 days, or the fact that I did leg day for the first day on Thursday, and I live on the second floor of a building.
Ah.
Big mistake.
No, that is the biggest mistake, Meg.
Yeah, I still can't run.
But can you do the limbo?
I'm
I think crawling
amazed my
probably
feet
fine.
I think
can hold me.
you might. The limbo debate would be settled, and you just flop down to the floor towards. Well,
That's called the worm, though.
What is this stream content?
This is
Welcome
the
to
levels
the
of madness
snake.
sinking in.
Welcome
It's
back
me.
to the stream,
I'm the real
everyone.
snake.
Good evening, Tatas. Welcome.
Welcome to chaos, Tatas.
Chultmir, where everyone's a little kooky.
Yeah, even outside of the game, it's a strange one today. Okay, so summary, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the summary.
Do we have murder script?
We do have the murder script. I need to figure out where I put the murder script.
Don't worry, it's on.
Yeah,
it's on the
so-
stream. Yeah.
Absolute becomes a magnet. Still don't know how magnets work. Zidane smashes his ex with the help of Andros. Everyone wants nap time and coke.
Wow.
Wow.
oh my god!
My goodness.
Yikes.
And with that,
Wow. 10 out of 10, man.
rejoin our fearless group. Everyone is almost passed out.
You're telling me you don't want coke and nap time?
Huh. I'm not sure how to follow that one up.
Anywhere's up,
Dear
man.
Lord.
Anywhere's up tonight.
We peaked early. That's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess that's just the session right then and there. Like, it's not, hey, not
Good
anywhere
night,
else but
everybody.
down. Jeez.
We all long rest and the session's over. And
Chultmir literally
Nothing
goes,
more
"I'm
of
done with you guys. All right,
consequence
just finish what you're doing and get out. I'm done. I give up."
Didn't inflict him with that kind of madness. Oh god, it's worse than I thought. You can leave. Oh.
You are too mad for this place.
Well, anyone else want to give a attempt to give a competing summary of sorts? I mean, there wasn't like a
Nah.
ton
Nope.
as far as
That
content,
cannot
but
be taught.
Nope, it's
we
good.
had several people almost got eaten by dinosaurs. Oh,
No, only 2 people, and one of them did get eaten.
One of them turned
Yeah.
into a gumball, so that
She turned into a Kinder Egg pre that one policy.
Choke on this asshole. Oh man.
Wait, did we make
Uh,
the umbrella
the
last
dinosaur was
session?
the dinosaur was a big black void inside of his stomach. That was fun.
I mean, were you hoping it was fleshy innards?
Hey, I would have attacked something if it was. Just inflict wounds inside of his stomach.
The pacifist.
I cast indigestion. I cast inflict.
I dissolve him from the inside out in the name of peace.
Members of the jury. The pacifist.
Oh, boy.
We've been streaming for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and we've gone nowhere.
Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
All right. So, yeah. Last session was a continuation of combat because it was a pretty long fight, fighting a bunch of kind of madness infused dinos of sorts. You kind of saw the little ones with the glowing red eyes that some of you had caught earlier in the encampment, plaguing those of the former research team or the expedition team. fighting the big one that was waiting there for you in a very similar landscape as you had once crossed before. All the while, a annoying, chittering voice was kind of laughing at you, seemingly playing with you, toying with you during this entire encounter. Your madness has set into each of you in small amounts of varying degrees. Some of you had some madness inflicted on you, or some of you had madness inflicted during the fight. Some became directionally challenged. Some had their no-no squares with eating dirt.
The best dirt.
And others seemingly just had other odd effects that may or may not have played a whole lot of effect. But as daylight kind of resumes around you, almost seemingly an abrupt change from the weird day-night you were stuck in with the giant ball of sunlight in the darkness. Once again, the sound of wildlife kind of comes back to your ears. You start hearing this soft chittering of small creatures scurrying about the underbrush, returning to this area. A fire is kind of still raging around you amidst the trees from the several lightning blasts and other fire-based spells. The ominous presence that you had felt before has kind of faded. And yeah, it seems to have left some stuff behind as well from where it fell. Because the body doesn't remain, but other things do. Any questions or things before we start? I know several people have level exhaustion. We were kind of doing a little bit of cleanup before with some of the healing. But
I think people were putting out fires and such, right?
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff out
Yeah.
with cantrips.
Yep.
Okay.
Same with Andros will start working on fires.
it doesn't spread particularly quickly, even though the devastation was quite crazy. The foliage in library here is still pretty fresh and green and full of water. So, despite what you might think, it doesn't really spread super quickly in this environment. But you're able to put it out through mixes of your cantrips, funneling water, and doing a bit of labor to put out flames. Go ahead and erase the noodle-like effect of fire.
My noodles, not my noodles.
As well as I imagine the daylight is eventually fading as well.
It lasts an hour, but yeah.
Well,
Probably.
I mean, it's a giant sun spell in the middle of actual daylight, so I mean, if you still would like it there, it exists for a little while.
I can't dispel it either way, unfortunately.
All right. So, what is everyone doing after putting out fires and, well, going mad and nearly dying? For some of you.
Freya is definitely looking very, very pale. And she is like heaving, leaning against rocks, just doing her best to be awake. If that makes sense.
I think
Oh.
Barnacle probably shifts over and is just kind of like picked up a palm frond and just like,
There, sit down. Gonna be all
that's
right.
Okay, you know what? This place fucking sucks. We all look like shit. We all feel like shit. This can't continue if we don't have our heads on straight. I think that we need to try to get some rest before we continue.
Seabreeze,
Otherwise, we're all going to collapse of exhaustion before we even get any headway.
Seabreeze coughs up blood. she's at like 20 hit points.
So Dan will go around. He takes his Twinkie focus and goes to Absinthoth, Seabreeze, Thamor, and Freya. And I had rolled before we ended last session for some health. regain. There's scroll up a little bit. So Absent Thoughts gets 42,
Oh, nice.
Sea Breeze 37. I get 38 because I was hurt 2. Thamor 39, Freya 43. And then just light, gentle sunlight, or yellow, green, and a little bit of violet light helps to mend wounds.
Uh, much better.
Right.
Keep in
What's
chat how
that?
much everyone got.
In chat.
Yeah, in Roll20 chat, scroll up a little bit.
Oh, it's up there. Wow. My chat just. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Satan.
Of course.
Absent Thoughts, can you still put people in your necklace?
Yeah, is someone gonna stay outside, or maybe we should set up a small tent here?
Well, what about that little dome? Little protective shelter. I can't use summon the sanctuary in this place, I don't think.
Yeah, I could put a dome up here. At least we could see out of it too, just in case. I saw that raptor last night. Same ones that attacked us.
Do we want to see out?
Oh, you prefer not to see outside? They can't see what's in. We can see
Uh,
what's out there. It's like a.
Meta, I thought they could see you.
No, I think Lehman and Tiny Hut, it's like a one directional.
I thought they
Who would
could
make
see
a hut
you.
that you
Is
could
it?
see through?
It's opaque from the outside, so technically you can make it opaque from the outside.
Oh!
So
Yeah,
then they
I
just
mean,
stand on it.
they can kind of see, imagine a little bit, but yes, not like. Well, it depends, I guess, on the level of opacity.
Regardless, I don't think they need to see us to get into our heads.
That's why I
But-
suggested the necklace. Maybe he can't get to us in there.
But at the same time, those fuckwits back in camp didn't go psycho until, well, I went dark.
Maybe if we
It's
sleep
possible
during the
that
day.
Yeah, I like that.
that may be the best option. All those things likely will come out when it's dark again, but at least we'll have a little refresher. Trying
Should
at
we
least.
perhaps try going in a direction first to see if that whatever force was forcing us to come back here might be gone? I haven't heard anything from that other strange voice in the sky yet.
I need to go wash all this blood off too, so I'm going to go over to the stream.
If we'd like.
Seabreeze goes left.
Splash. Never to be seen again.
Crocodiles just show up. Andros turns around. If we'd like, I can spread some wings and scout ahead a bit. But based on what that Seabreeze's asshole cat said, we weren't moving anywhere.
Oh, that's right.
What's right?
Well, having another set of eyes is the reason why I did summon him in the first place, but I would like to try casting Find Steed again.
Like a 10-minute ritual.
In 14, yes.
The new version, I think, is just an action.
Oh, it sure is.
And how about just in the middle here? If I could, come on. Why are you like this? Roll 20.
Denied.
Oh my god, what is... In between Hildy and the rest of the group, in the middle of all of us, is where I would like to summon Keybinds.
Is it a large creature?
Yeah, that's
2 by 2, yep.
Yep. Thought so. He kind of pushes you aside if you're summoning him there. There's no room to summon him other than... Oh. Yeah.
Yep. Over there.
Alright, I need to actually, like, token into the thing. In. Roll that. Actually have a thing for it, but I need to change the token to match the...
Yay, I have 2!
well, the other one's just a
I
NPC
know.
token. Need to edit the... Go. Date token. That worked. Not. Nope. Changed one part of it, but not the other.
Default token? It's because there's two parts to it, isn't there?
No, I know. It updated like one, but didn't update the other when I changed it. There it goes.
I think if you like select the default token that's on the map, it will actually also save the size.
Damn it. Oh, that's what it's doing. No, I'm updating it backwards. That's why. Hold on. Updating it based on the wrong. There we go. You bring forth a very grumpy and angry looking keybind to you. First of all, how dare you?
Winces at that. That is
First you
not
summon
going...
me here, in our first introduction, right into perilous combat, and you couldn't even warn me.
I suppose a lifetime supply of fish might not be in the works for an apology ongoing for the previous and also future occurrences of said danger.
I'll consider it.
Greetings.
Also, none of us can hear this, right?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm speaking out loud. That's fine.
Greetings, Keybinds.
It looks over to you and kind of looks you up and down and gives you a curt nod.
Are you all right?
I don't think he can talk out loud.
They're both.
Nobody
Oh,
can
come
nod.
on! Oh, come on!
Fine.
Please. It's just to everyone else. It's just meow 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 meow. And the big one is rah, 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 rah.
No.
Sedan doesn't even understand this conversation. They're just having their own little...
Yeah, yes.
How do you put up with these others?
Well,
They are not of the feline nature like us.
That is for sure. They can be useful, but I can't wait for you to meet my familiar. You'll have so much to talk about.
I sensed his presence earlier. A magnificent little creature, yes.
Yes. Be that as it may, I believe your summoner is a fine example of his species. Maybe a little strange, but very useful.
Seabreeze, what are you two talking about?
Do not interrupt conversation between.
It puts his hands up and like recoils a little bit. Right.
That's very chatty. They are, though.
Well, fortunately, I must serve him. Though he seems kind of hot and is a warden, so I suppose it won't be all bad.
Yes, I do want to warn you, though. Do you see the one at the end there? That looks like he's half naked. Yes, he is not a friend of your kind. Be wary.
Oh no!
There are a few things I fear, but that man over there, that man up here.
What is happening?
I don't know. What have I done?
It's called splitting the party.
Never ever.
You gave me control of him, and therefore this is the repercussions.
Yeah. I believe
And it's
we were
wonderful.
I believe you were summoned just in time for us to bed down for the day.
Ah, yes.
Sleeping.
The day's sleep, my favorite. Curl up under the warmth of the sun. Not many would understand this privilege.
All right. I believe at least you've made one good friend with Seabreeze here, and I guess I'm not needed at the moment. Are we gonna camp out here or explore for a little bit longer, my friends?
I'm gonna go get a better look. Why don't you guys patrol the area, find if there's anything nearby. Make sure it's safe.
Maybe
Think
you
this is-
shouldn't. I don't like the idea of any of us going off by ourselves with things fucking with our heads, you know?
I'll go with you.
Then pair off. I'm not going anywhere but up. Takes out his staff and kind of narrows his eyes at the fact that it's missing the head, which was where the blade pulled out. That is somewhere in the bush that he's got to go find. Taps the bottom of it to his taps the bottom of it to his heels and casts levitate again and just goes up.
I suppose I'm not going with you then. Damn it.
Salty,
Barnacle,
did you
you're
say
back.
that there was stuff like left behind in the
There
wake
is
of
indeed.
I want to examine the leavings.
That
What
has
is
a different context, but yes. The leavings would be Freya.
Oh no.
No. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
My exhaustion is gone. Thank you, Freya.
Mm-hmm.
And, Zidane, your aura is still up, right?
It is always up unless I've been incapacitated. Yes.
Yeah, that's cocked. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Jeez.
Starting off strong. Yay.
Thank you, Vox Machina dice. Mwah.
You search the dung pile. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a dung pile. Perhaps because you're curious to see what this thing was, Hildy, or perhaps the glint of shinies has attracted you and has pushed them ahead of your mind of the other looming issues at hand. But you go over to
Ooh,
where the
something
giant
shiny.
creature fell. In the wake of its footprints, the giant kind of reptilian dinosaur footprints left behind. And you see several scattered gems left behind in its wake. Most are of usual quality rubies and sapphires and the other like. What a dinosaur had used for any of these, you don't possibly know, or perhaps it's a parting gift of sorts. However, with the roll you got, one gem, however, does stand out amidst the rest. It's a large, opaline-looking gem. And although it seems to be a little less lusterful, a little less radiant than it may have been before, it still glows and has a wonderfully beautiful shine to it. And just holding it, you sense just this sense of weight to it.
Weight
Feels
in what way?
as a geez Louise. One sec.
Oh my god.
It's a
The doggos
an
want to
animal.
play. Mark,
Even the animals can feel the weight of whatever you found.
Okay, sorry. I was gonna say for its weight, because even though it's the size of about a baseball, it feels much, much heavier than it should.
Physical weight, okay.
Yes, physical weight as well as it gives off a not sinister or anything of that aura, but it just gives off a very potent magic aura.
It sounds like a dog whining.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Bark, bark.
Can I Can I say, like, as I'm studying this gem, can I take 10 minutes to cast detect magic? Just to
You
see,
can
just
if
to
there's
see
10
what
minutes to spare.
Do we have 10 minutes to spare? People are off exploring and stuff, right? Andros is flying.
Yeah, I think we're casing the area, so it
Okay.
could also be in the same 10 minutes that Absinthoth is casting Tiny Hut.
Yeah, I'll take the 10 minutes to cast detect magic.
Okay.
What kind of magic is it?
It is. Hold on, actually, let's see if it is. What kind of magic is this, actually? Let's see, sorry, I got it up, but I don't actually know what kind.
Piece of loot, even the GM doesn't know what it is.
You're not wrong, I just don't know how. Hold on.
Hey, magic gems are kind of Hildy's jam, so.
Huh.
That's always a
Because
fun
it
choice
doesn't.
for the GM to make.
I guess it would be. It's okay. I guess the best way I can describe it has several different schools: evocation, divination, whatever that one is. Evocation, divination, abjuration.
Abjuration, okay. And you said it doesn't feel sinister.
Nope. Seems to glow and shine with kind of a pearlescent light to it. You can make out odd inscriptions about it, and it looks as though it's almost missing pieces to it.
Okay, I think that she's just going to she's going to take that gem and also scoop up the other just like common gems that are also around.
Yep.
And then
Common
just,
gems. The common gems are just basically equivalent of gold, totaling out to about 750 gold pieces.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
And then that the magic one she's definitely going to check out later, but for now she's just going to stow it away.
Okay. Yeah, with like the 20 again, you get all that info, and again, the big piece of the whole thing is it looks like it is missing things to it. But anyway, okay.
You said it was an opal?
Opaline in like color at the moment.
Okay.
So kind of like a multifaceted, like very yeah, like an opal. Yes. My brain's all over the place.
I could give advantage to someone who could have a better perception than me. Help action.
I'm good at investigation, not perception, but
It's either or.
what are what are we investigating?
So what are you using perception for?
I mean, all the dinosaurs kind of disappeared as soon as we killed the big one, didn't it?
It
Could look
gave
around
off
for
its
tracks.
final. It gave off a death roar, which kind of dispersed the others that had still been remaining. At least in
Was
that
there
fight.
anything left by the lightning brontosaurus?
Nope. Just the big guy.
Yeah, and Andros had basically just asked them to do a loop around this ridge where we are likely going to set up a quick camp. Just give it all a once over. He's levitating up above the canopy to get a bead on the ruins in the distance.
Okay. I mean, you can roll me an investigation, I guess, Andros, if you're kind of trying to glean some info from up there.
He's mostly it's mostly just again judging it distance-wise. Does it seem like he is any closer, or does it seem identical to when we were back in the ruins with Gorth and the
does seem closer. It does seem closer. Which doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense in your mind, but it does seem closer, despite the landscape below you matching somewhere that should be farther back.
Okay. And then he'll just, when he kind of gathers this information, he'll look down and then through his spyglass, which can detect magic, he's going to look down into the foliage where he threw the knife of his staff and see if he can get a gleam of where the dagger is. Because it's magical, but it's somewhere.
Threw your knife into the neighbor's yard, now you gotta go find it.
Basically.
All right. Roll me investigation. I guess with advantage since you kind of have an idea where you threw it, but
And I'm using the spyglass to see magical auras, so. Because it's the sorcerer's spyglass that can see as if I'm looking through detect magic, so. Alright. That one. Oh, those both suck. With a -4, that's a 3.
oof. Yeah, you don't see hide or their head or tail of it, really. Maybe you threw it over there, but now you're not so certain, or maybe it bounced off something, but you don't catch sight of it.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to continue to spend time searching the area, so I don't know, whatever time we need, he's going to spend digging through it.
I can assist with that.
Okay, Seabreeze, you're going to assist in looking for it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Andros floats down, and he's
if I
like...
figure out what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah, he floats down. Those ruins seem a bit closer, even though this place certainly ain't any closer to where it should be.
Strange. It seemed like the ruins were closer?
Fraction, at least, but I don't know.
whole thing was a deception.
Yeah.
What are you looking
Again.
for?
Oh. I chucked my knife at that goddamn dino and, well, it's somewhere. He just
help.
lifts up the other end of his little cane. It's got a mermaid for a handle. Mother of pearl.
I fall down.
Can I give
I fall
can I
down.
give her the help
I-
action to
I
make
hate
sure
that-
you can
No,
roll
don't
with
do it.
It's a
advantage?
nat one. It's a nat one.
I fall down. Oh,
You know,
oh,
You fall on it.
oh. It goes through my foot.
Okay, Jesus, back again.
Okay.
Seabreeze, you have no luck finding it. Instead, you find everything that's not it and present it to him as though you had found it. Between fish bones, another bone,
Is this it?
a shiny looking rock,
Is
a
this it?
stick that you've sharpened and are trying to pass off as it because you can't seem to find it.
Is this it? How about now? This one?
Yeah, he's just gonna just shake his head and wander off into the brush.
It's like Momo bringing everything but water back to Katara.
Pretty much.
Oh, Roll20 rolling is off to a fine start.
I'm so happy that you're doing this.
Barnacle, would you like to look around with me? Maybe see if those little ones didn't actually run away?
We're doing investigations?
No, I think Gills here needs to keep me fanning. She's looking quite pale. Thamor, Muscles, you could go with the. Weren't you green last time I saw you? Why aren't you green?
Well, I traded that for exploding.
Barnacle, you can't just
When-
ask people why they're not green.
Too late, I guess. It seems that that was a poor trade on your part.
Yes, after the fact. Though the nice thing is, I can actually taste things again, and I don't need to worry about sunlight as much.
Oh, I see. That's why you made that bleeding, blinking globe of blindness over there, then, yeah?
What? He looks over straight at the light and then immediately regrets it. Damn it. Yes
He's
and
this
no.
cheeky one. Anyway, I'll stay here. He just kind of turns to Thamor. Could you go with the warden ship and do whatever the captain said?
I suppose.
Wonderful.
Also, what's Seabreeze doing right now?
Seabreeze is looking for Andros' dagger and failing miserably, finding rocks and sticks of varying sizes and presenting them to him.
Seabreeze, you're coming with us.
What?
You are coming with us.
To do what?
So I can keep an eye on you.
What?
Thamor, what do you mean?
That effect has fallen off, Thamor.
Till two allies slap him out of it. I have not been slapped out of it.
That is actually true. I forgot yours didn't have a duration, did it?
Mine had alteration. Mine's still going.
Thamor, why would you need to keep an eye on Seabreeze?
Okay, but I can only go left.
I have this creeping feeling that something horrible is gonna happen. And it originates from you.
What? What? That makes no sense.
It specify whether or not the person that is the object of the curse could be that second person, or I guess we'll find out.
I mean, it says 2 allies.
I'm gonna roll
Where
some.
did I write it down?
Either way, it looks like you're not having much luck here looking for whatever it is you're looking for.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
What is happening?
I would not. I don't think Zidane would be putting 2 and 2 together. The exhaustion is getting to him.
Well, it ends with 2 different allies. One can be the random ally mentioned, move within 5 feet, and use their action to snap them out of your madness. So it says it can be the one targeted. So Seabreeze and Zidane basically talk you out of it. It can snap you out of it.
Oh, good. Paymore, Seabreeze has never given us pause to not consider her a friend. Well, maybe it's the land affecting us.
There's one.
Alas,
Is someone else gonna also try this?
Oh, nope.
Oh, she's still coming with us for now. An extra pair of eyes to look about. And at some point, they must to stop looking about and do something else.
Yes, I'm very good at looking. Yes.
Does not seem to be that way right now.
did Andros indicate which direction the ruins were?
If you ask him, he will.
Andros, where were the ruins
West.
relative to us? West.
Still west. They've been west since we left the goddamn camp.
Zidane looks at the other 2 and... Well, let's see if there's any tracks leading that way. Even if it isn't the scaled friends from here, maybe someone else has gone that way. I have a +0 to perception and investigation. Can either of you please roll the advantage?
I'm not done.
I guess I can roll perception.
I mean, what are you looking for? If you're just kind of
are we looking for
Any-
tracks?
Yeah,
Breaks
does
in the
any
branches? Anything leading out from us?
any
that would be
signs of
survival, I believe.
ew.
Okay,
I
I'll
got a
give it a go.
+0 to that too.
Looking for tracks like that. Survival. Do I have it with
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah.
Don't have advantage on this.
Oh.
Oh.
There's not a whole lot to give advantage on this since you're looking for. You're kind of grasping at straws, I suppose, for that. But no, there's nothing else other than the large track of where the dino had been.
Something has been through here. He does not say that. He does not say that out loud. But you know.
Amazing. It's like you're a master detective.
I don't even need to throw madness directions in your faces. I can just let your characters apparently just go their own way, and they'll get distracted completely and utterly.
Yes, I would like to do more rolling, please. Can I also check the tracks to see if I find it?
Roll survival.
Yes.
Hildy rolled a nat 20 and everyone else is... Oh my god.
See over here? Somebody's been
Looks
here.
like there's something big has been through here.
Almost all of these are negative too, because we've got -4s to almost everybody except I think Thamor and Zidane.
I think no one has ever searched like we have just searched this level.
Seabreeze and Thamor, you are circling your own tracks of coming in here.
Oh,
Quite convinced they are.
Look at these.
I'm following Seabreeze paw print to Seabreeze following just my footprints.
I found
It
more.
fits the madness theme, so that's what I'm going with.
Oh
Look
my
at, they're
God.
very deep, and it's like someone was wearing plate armor. No one
Hey,
we know
wait a
wears
minute.
plate armor.
Seabreeze, what are you doing? Stop that.
Just Thamor and Themers are just going in circles, following each other's tracks at this point. Absinthos and Freya, what are you two up to?
Well, she will look over to Absinthos and she'll kind of very weakly say, "Do you have the pendant ready? I don't think I can move."
It's okay. We can stay here. We'll once they find a better condition. Get you going. Don't worry.
The data, you gotta roll.
For what? I get
Survival? See if you roll a 1 like us.
Sure, why not? Oh, 14.
Well, you don't really pick up anything new, but you are fairly certain that what those two are doing is completely wrong.
Thamor, Seabreeze, I hate to inform you, but you've gone in a circle about 3 times now, and there isn't anyone else except for us out here.
Shh,
And
we're
of course,
investigating. Please, Zidane. You're interrupting.
right. Absinthos, is the dome ready, or whatever you're trying to do?
Brain fart. I thought they were trying to look for a better location for the dome.
No. Absinthos also rolled a 1 in the perception check.
IRL rolled low.
Jesus Christ.
You hear call out from the bushes. Ascot, how's that fucking dome coming?
It's coming along just fine.
Good.
As he just now starts casting the dome.
I'm sure he would have been smarter beforehand. The character is
Why?
smarter
He's never
beforehand.
been that smart before.
Shit. Starts speed casting.
Where's the crown, Absinthos?
Short stack, get your ass over here. I need your help.
Oh, what? Sorry, there's some fascinating gemstones over here. Yeah, okay. What's up?
My dagger. You've been looking at those stones. You got your magic goggles on. Help me find it. Yes, I chucked it into the woods.
Well, why? Never mind. Okay, yeah.
Fucking dino. It moved.
Roll me investigation.
All right. Okay.
Can I
come
give
on.
her the help action, giving her an idea of where I threw it?
Yes, you can for this
Thank you.
one.
Thank you. Much appreciated. All right, and I'm outside the aura, but okay.
The aura doesn't apply to checks.
I'll say it
Only
doesn't
applies
apply
Oh,
to
to
that's
checks.
why you were asking. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't matter. I
just
rolled a nat
saves.
20 anyway. But no, but this time I rolled a
What the fuck?
No. Last time I rolled a no. This time I rolled a 21.
Oh, okay. That's only slightly better.
Yep. Hildy, with the help of Andros kind of pointing about, you managed to find it buried. It had struck kind of at an odd angle and glanced off a rock and ricocheted in a direction that Andros probably didn't expect, and find it embedded itself under the root of a tree.
You're a beauty. Right, thank you. Just mage hands it over.
This place sucks.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm exhausted. But compared to the rest of you, somehow I got off fairly unscathed in that whole shithole.
I almost got swallowed. That was less than fun.
Yeah. Hopefully, what Gorth said proves right. That things become more real at nighttime. And where we're going seems to not elude us.
It's worth a shot. If it doesn't work,
Oh.
then we're no worse off than we were before. Maybe a little bit more crazy.
As long as that asshole scale fucker doesn't reappear. Yes.
Hopefully we've scared him off for a while at least. Come on, you look like shit.
Thanks.
Anytime.
and he, with a bit of petulance, snaps the dagger into his cane and follows off. After back to Absinthos.
Absinthos, you are performing, I imagine, as a. Are you doing it as a ritual? I'm assuming.
Yep. I think I could only cast as a ritual.
Okay.
Oh, it's only 1 minute, not 10.
Well, that's for casting time. I think the ritual would still extend it to 10.
You would still
Oh.
extend it, yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It'd
Sorry.
be 11, yeah.
Yeah.
10 plus the casting time, but regardless.
So, Absinthos, you throw up the tiny hut once again. It's dome encircling, I guess, where you're pretty much standing. I guess you're not changing any. I don't know where else you're going to put it.
The top of
think
the
I-
hill looks nice. Yeah.
I think it has to be centered on him, yeah.
Okay. It's a little cramped since you've got.
It's got bunk beds.
Actually, well, technically, the poor keybinds can't fit in there.
Keybinds, would you mind keeping watch for a little bit? I'll join you when it's my time to watch, but I'd highly appreciate
Coward.
it. No, I think it's more like practical, but
Right. Bubbles, get in here. Make yourself comfortable. Sedan, can your cat keep watch?
You all have to be within
Yeah.
the circle when he casts it, though, by the look of it, for it to affect.
yeah, just head poking out. Bark.
God damn it.
Say wherever he cast it, we were all
Yeah. And
planned to be
I
inside
will-
of it.
definitely gonna move to do so. Yes.
Oh, Shred, you gotta update that to the 2024 wording. That's the old wording still, but
I'll update
worries.
that.
I don't suppose anyone else wants to try and split a watch.
Be my guest, Sedan.
See, Breathe
Andros.
Freya just immediately collapse.
Andros goes and sits down, puts his back up against one of these tusks, and promptly closes his eyes.
Okay. I'm guessing Zedan and Thamor, you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
Thamor says
We don't
no.
fit in here.
Keybinds just sits outside the dome and he gives you a loud huff mentally in your mind before he curls up a bit outside the dome. You're lucky it's nice out.
As I said, I'm just getting to get a little bit of shut-eye myself, and maybe you can try squeezing in here. At least part of you.
He just puts his paw against the barrier and you see it just doesn't pass through.
Oh. Sad day. That's out of character. Well, I don't think a steed needs to sleep, but how much of a watch can I take without risking another point of exhaustion?
I mean, if you're planning to do full rest, you need 8 hours. So, I believe that's the general thing. So you would have to. Depends on.
I mean, if you feel
Usually
that
it's like
bad, you
what?
can always get Gassy Owl back out there.
Why are you guys
Oh, wait,
summoning
does-
your familiars while we sleep?
What about Barnacle? Well,
Doing?
does
I'm,
Barnacle need to sleep?
no, I don't. I'm fine. I can keep an eye out. Does the kitty cat would like my company? I'm sure I could go and give it to him.
Works his way out to the hut and
Hello there, large peacock cat.
It just tilts its head at you.
Yes, hello. I'm
Looks
Barnacle.
over, looks over to Sedan. This one is wet.
Yes, his name is Barnacle, and he's a close associate of Captain Enderos, you could say.
Such a weird world this is.
I'm mighty chuffed to meet your acquaintance.
not knowing that they're talking.
Would you mind some
Does
company? Ah, of course you would. You're a good pussy.
God damn it.
Just sits
Sorry,
down next to him.
just eyes you kind of inquisitively again, kind of looking back to Zidane, just with that very just, what am I supposed to do? Look. Am I babysitting this one too?
I don't have the mental capacity to answer all these questions. All I request is for you to make it safe for us for a little bit to rest. Please.
I will do. I cannot guarantee this one's safety though outside that dome.
That's all right. He can take care of himself while the rest of us wake up if danger rears its head.
You say this as though you expect it. Oh, why do I fear this is going to be a routine thing?
Shinari found it quite invigorating. And Zidane feels a twinge of sadness before mentally preparing for sleep. And if Barnacle's going to help keep watch, well, probably doesn't need to.
He's immune to exhaustion, so he can be our watchman with keybinds. Keybinds and Barnacle, the ultimate off the go on their Chultmir adventures, wild Chultmir adventures. Everyone else is in madness, and Barnacle and Keybinds ride off into the sunset to find adventure.
What one? Do you wish to leave these others behind?
Well,
no.
what do you
Here
have
there
in
are better
mind?
horizons.
I know
Sedan.
one good horizon. It's a little ways off west, but she makes a mighty fine tea.
We catch a ship, one adventure, one shot, you and I in and out, one session.
It's always a little more than that. Usually it's 2 or 3 sessions.
Noted.
This is the
Sometimes
fever dream
102.
that this is the fever dream Zidane is plagued with the entire night, apparently.
This better be a one-shot coming up. It better be.
Claymore starts spinning with both halberds. Everyone here is dead now.
I was ducking. I was laying down.
Joke's on you, I'm laying prone.
That means it's a coup de grace. They stand watch. But Zidane has a fever dream, I suppose. Kind of Avatar style of Momo Nappa, of just Barnacle and Keybinds just going off on a wild adventure to the sunset. As your eyes droop and you slump back, trying to catch some sleep in the bright I mean, it's going to be difficult to sleep in terms of the fact that you've got. I mean, even after it'll disappear after an hour, but you still have a bright bit of sunlight protruding from the magical effect. I guess it wouldn't actually penetrate the walls.
And I think the hut can technically make its own, like, brightness. I think it says somewhere in the wording that the inside can be dim light or...
Oh, you can command the interior to be dimly lit or dark. Ah, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay. So you can literally make a nap time tent.
Yeah.
Gotcha. As you're drifting off, of course, it wouldn't be an Isle of Madness if the little voice didn't come back to taunt you at least a little more. As you close your eyes again, that little annoying chittering comes back. Aw, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Did he wear you out that much? Are the big, bad adventurers so tired after one little fight? But you did a good job. Yes, a good job. Maybe. Yes. No. Good job. This one might reward you. But will you want the reward? Oh no. Who knows? Keep coming, just keep coming, just keep coming. I'll show you something really cool. But for now, night night, little adventurer. I'll see you soon.
I hate this fucker.
Claymore's probably grabbing his halberd. He wishes to kill the voice.
That you managed to successfully complete a long rest.
Thank Jesus.
Wow.
Quick, everybody, fix your spells.
You'll all wake. Wake the lot of you.
Given that the voice was able to penetrate even the hut and screw with your minds here, you wonder if that if sleep is coming truly as a blessing, or if it's merely just the will of the voice giving it on a whim to let you sleep for now.
I have a question. Since I have, I'm a sea elf, I have 4 hours. Do I still need to? I can't do back to back, obviously, but do I just only lose one exhaustion level?
Yeah, you would still lose one exhaustion, I believe.
Okay.
Huh.
Don't think you can do a back-to-back thing.
Yeah, that's what
But
I figured. I
don't know.
thought,
I
yeah,
think you can.
that's fine. I mean, thought I ask.
Key.
Hmm.
At the end of this rest, how would you feel about sacrificing the spell slot and the materials to put greater restoration into my multi-tool?
How much of a spell slot?
Just base level.
That would be the fifth level.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't mind. She'll just be a little groggy, but if you do want to ask. Because I think I have like because it requires diamond dust, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I don't have diamond dust, but I do have 3 diamonds.
You could probably just crush up a diamond into 3 sachets of diamond dust, because is it technically what a 150 GP diamond, and you need 50 GP for the spell because
Yes.
there are having gold requirements.
Diamond dust worth at least 50, 100 gold pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can split up 2. If you need 2 diamonds, I can do that, so. Or math.
Or we could
Sorry.
No,
talk
it's
with,
just one.
or we could talk with Thamor and get stuff from my Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's
That
the
too.
thing.
I mean, either works. You can crush up the diamonds you have into dust. How is a mystery, but this is D&D, so
Just send
whatever.
it to Thamor. He'll just crunch up his hands.
Just, I was gonna say, just put it between Thamor's ass cheeks and.
Yep.
Jesus.
He can re-roll that.
I would say for the rest, Barnacle has been attempting to keep keybinds entertained by using prestidigitation to make marks on the dirt that are reminiscent of laser pointers.
He tries not to pay attention to it, but curiosity has killed the cat, and he starts pouncing around trying to catch these marks.
See, Breeze joins very quickly. Like, what is this game? It's irresistible.
But you're you not sleeping, or
Oh, I thought we'd completed the long rest.
oh no, we were still. That was, I guess, during the long rest that they're playing around, but
Yeah, during
I
the
didn't
watch.
roll. Yeah, you guys would be waking up to it being pretty much, nighttime at this point if you're sleeping for the 8 hours.
Yes.
All of us should lose 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Successfully
Yay.
completed 1.
Yeah, I'm still on 2 levels exhaustion, but
Also,
Better
just
than
a
at least
quick
three?
everyone's
little
yeah.
just a quick little housekeeping thing, Salty. I'm replacing the spell and my spell storing item with enhanceability, so I'm putting enhanceability in there.
Okay, and so you're consuming the spell slots for the multi tools. That both of those from Freya, or is 8 from you?
8 is from me.
Okay, so each 1 spell slot from each of you for those.
Yep.
Basically, okay. Okay. So anything else during the long rest? I mean, you guys are gonna be asleep. I just didn't know if there's any other housekeeping during that time frame.
Um, if it's okay, since I only have 4 hours, I was gonna have Freya kind of step out of the hut and kind of go down towards the water, try to see if she can talk with Elith. Damn it, I can't speak my own. God.
Eldath.
Eldath, thank you.
You are met with an uneasy silence in this place.
Okay. So she doesn't hear her, I guess.
No,
But
you
she'll
actually
just
feel more of a void than anything else, as though this place seems to be cut off from, well, all of that.
okay. Yeah, she'll just frown and goes back towards the hut, looking very disappointed and aggravated and so on and so forth. So that's it.
Wake up.
Wake up. I guess Seabury summons Bean at some point. I guess while you guys are waking up,
Mhm.
Seabury's will spend an hour doing so.
Mhm.
But as you get up, kind of looking outside the dome, darkness is once again falling on the lands around you. And you kind of just feel a sinister chill going about, as though thousands of eyes are staring upon you. You can't really trace where they're from.
Andros kind of stands up, stretches, cracks his neck. Still feel like shit, but better than I was. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, what are friends for?
Yes. Yes, exactly. Bubbles, you feeling alright?
Still feeling a lot more exhausted than I thought I would be.
Use one of those spells on yourself. Get yourself back chipper, like you did for short stack.
I
I
mean,
noticed that it takes diamond for you to do that. Yes. So then
yes.
goes over to try and tentatively start patting Keybind on the head. As a greeting, hello.
Barnacle leans
Oh,
over to Keybinds.
Careful. He might bite you.
Keybind is still very focused on staring at the dirt wherever Barnacle was playing with him. Hold
Thank
on,
you.
Master. This one has introduced me to a fun little concept of the hum.
Oh, look, it's on him.
Puts it right on Zidane's chest.
What?
I am
Oh,
so sorry, Master.
Yes.
shit.
He just leaps in to knocks you straight into the ground and stands on top of you, paws on your chest. I think I've gotten it.
No, no.
Yes, and you've got me.
No, it's on your nose.
Sacrifice. You are truly honorable, Master.
Yes, of course, I've caught it for you and made it easy for both of us to get whatever it is.
He just sits back, kind of sitting on his haunches again, looking rather proud of himself.
It was a mighty fine pounce.
I think I broke a rib. Anyways, whatever happened to the Amazon bag? When I was on my way to try and cross the sea to see everyone and try saving Andros, I did bring a nice little sum of gold. If we need more diamond, which, well, evidently we do, we can always try shoving some of it in there for more.
Oh, why don't you figure that out while we're walking? We're heading west.
Who has it? And yeah, I knew we didn't exactly discuss that sum of
Cuckoo.
gold.
Thamor does, but
He's gone again, isn't he?
No.
Oh.
right. Large cat. What was her name? Keybinds? Why don't you and Barney start leading the way? We'll follow behind. Bubbles, why don't you hop on? Sorry, am I stealing your cat, Zidane?
No, and he turns over to Keybind. Is it alright for others to request help of you? Without my explicit instruction?
You may request, but I await your orders.
Then... Well, unless I tell you not to. Please honor the requests in accordance with your... in accordance with the warden's directive.
Just nods and starts turning and just starts slowly pacing his way west.
Just when I moved.
Does he let Freya get on his back?
He doesn't stop. No one told him to do so, so no.
Keep in mind, you forgot someone.
Just keeps kind of mid-stride looking over his shoulder. Excuse me.
And Zidane looks over to Freya.
Who's using her staff as much as possible to catch up.
If you could oblige carrying Freya, Bubbles, as Andros calls her.
If that is your order.
He nods. Then looks over to Thamor.
Just think of her as a big ball of yarn that you get to protect there, huh, Kitty?
Snorts.
Thamor, do you know where the Amazon bag is?
No, wait. You mean this bag on my hip?
Yes. Do you mind if I borrowed it for a bit?
I mean, sure. I've just been putting around stuff in there.
Wait, does the Amazon bag function as a bag of holding?
No.
I'm just tossing around shit in there.
Yes, I know.
Well, if you offer it, I'll take it. Try
Sure.
it.
The
Interact.
employees are gonna have something to say about that, but you haven't interacted with the bag in a while. Or they're just dumping stuff on them.
If I remember
Never hands it
correctly.
over.
Okay. I have supposedly 2,000 gold on Zidane from the way back when Jedi contest. Thereabouts equipment buying. Unless you would rather me not have as much salty.
Don't fully remember, but I don't remember if you also use any of it to re-kit your character, because that was the intent of all that.
I have not. Zidane is as he was before he went on ice.
Yeah, because at
Yes,
the
it
time I
should-
think Pestles was there.
Technically, it should be fine then, I guess.
Okay. How much would diamonds be? Is like a 25% markup?
Look at my again, because it added, I think it was 50% of the cost. So it's been a while since I've looked it up.
Oh god.
Which document I had it in. Oh boy. What session is it?
It was when we met the guildmaster.
This one?
And reagent costs were halved for Ulmir because we did gold standard, right?
Yes. The gold cost is half base, but Amazon marks the price up, and the more you use it, the price goes higher, if I remember correctly. You have diamonds on your characters currently, if I remember as well.
Looks like we got it session 13.
Right here. Where did I?
Whisper the
Hey.
component you need for a spell, and it will spawn within 1d12 minutes. There will be a tax on the item, and that tax will increase if the bag is used more than 3 times per long rest.
Did you say
Yeah, 'cause I think it was a
session-
25% up to a 50% is what I had written on my other notes.
You say session 13?
Or no, 25 to 100%, the more times it's used.
Yeah, 13.
That was 100 sessions ago.
Yeah, and you guys barely used it, so you're asking me to remember that.
Almost 4.5 years ago.
Ah.
December 4th, 2020.
Anyway, you use the bag. We're moving out.
Yep.
Yeah, on the way, the
Whatever.
one to get couple of diamonds, few diamonds. I just had a 150 gold diamond, and then 3 separate 50 gold diamonds. So that would be 1 cast of Revivify and 3 casts of Greater Restoration, effectively.
So base cost is reduced by 50%. First time use of the bag during long rest, the markup is 25%. So 75%. Well, actually, I guess it's not technically exactly that since base cost is reduced by. So it's not actually. Just do the math.
So 300 gold marked up 25?
%25 markup for using the bag for first time of the day.
So 375 gold goes in.
Okay. And just because we want to speed this up, they're going to basically, they're also saying that you owe them a tax as well for all the junk you've been dumping on them and having them dispose of using their waste removal services.
What the hell
Do you
is
wish
this
to pay
about a
the
waste disposal Fine. Oh no, what did I just say okay to? How much? Maybe I should have asked how much it was first.
Currently, it's 100 gold.
Oh, fine.
Thamor's been using it as a garbage can, apparently.
Just constantly pistachio shells.
Just landing on a poor demon's head. Anyway. Okay.
Thamor, I think I'm going to keep this for a little bit.
We lost
And
Thamor
off-
again.
And off we go.
Go, go.
As you guys are walking, roll me perception checks.
Oh boy.
At least we don't get negatives.
Huh.
Well,
Well,
If you would like a negative, I can easily give you a negative.
What in the...
May I
roll
guidance
20?
myself on my perception check?
You, I would say
Roll
no,
20 is so
mostly,
stupid.
since this is
Oh.
not a, like, situational one. This is kind of as you were walking kind of deal. So
wow.
I would not expect I would not expect you to be sitting there casting guidance every few minutes, basically, for this one.
Oh, well, I didn't need it.
Jeez Louise.
And that's with a -4.
oh, Keybind can also do these things, yes. Maybe.
Jesus.
Oh.
Sorry, that last one was for Bean, not me.
Okay. Okay. So between a nat 1 and a nat 20, geez Louise. So,
All right.
for just comedic sake, since we have the competing roles, because Seabreeze and Freya, you'll see this, though Seabreeze will see it far before anyone else as you're going through the woods, or the jungle. Seabreeze spots, you see something kind of glistening underneath, like kind of pushed up against a tree. Out of place, it looks kind of humanoid in design. It seems to be slumped against the tree, covered in vines and moss. Freya, you notice the shape, you don't notice the definitions I just gave it. Hildy, you discover it with your face by tripping over the said object
Oh, great.
and crashing and colliding into the tree next to it.
Hildy, watch out for the. Oh,
Oh, fuck me. Ugh.
Sorry, I should have said something.
Yeah, maybe you should have. Ugh. I think I chipped a tooth. Damn it. Does Andros pratfall? He rolled a nat one too.
Oh wait, did he really? Hold on.
Yeah.
Barnacle rolled decent in that
Oh
one.
jeez. Yeah, I didn't see the net one there. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Hildy goes crashing over it. Andros, in your watching of it, managed to also trip over another similar object nearby.
Oh, what?
You both go down as Seabreeze and Freya are just sitting there going, ooh.
I tumble down the ridge, face plant into the stream.
Oh, it's not there. It's further into the jungle in terms of off map because I don't have a map.
Face plant into some mud.
Yes.
A pitcher
Fuck
plant.
this place.
That just happened. What is going on with you two?
I don't even know, man. Ugh.
I just said I didn't sleep very well in the dome of friendship.
Hildy starts using prestidigitation to clean the mud off of him.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Just hauls himself up. Natural camouflage and all that, right?
How much does he really think that matters if they're in our heads?
Well, then what I look like doesn't matter either.
If you say so.
What was that thing?
I don't know.
She'll turn to, look at the thing you guys tripped over, each of you as well as Seabreeze. You already kind of have an idea as you're looking with the nat 20. But it looks like a long forgotten suit of armor is pressed up against a tree. Kind of sitting cocked to the side a little bit, resting against it. The thing you tripped over against Andros, however, is the blade he had left. Or a blade sitting perched against further from it in the ground. Quartz.
Well, that could have ended a lot worse. Shit. The
Thamor.
armor's all rusted and everything, or?
The armor is not rusted. Thamor, roll me a history check.
Come on, Thamor, please.
Thamor, roll me into existence.
No go.
No
Eat
go.
the
It's
bar
not
again.
here.
No go. No go. Every time.
Why?
That's what happened, guys. We didn't ping Noko before we started. That's why our rolls have been shitty.
He got here
Took
early
yours.
just so he could leave early, I suppose. Thanks.
There we go. Oh, even Tata's got in. Yay!
Just needs to be like a stream emote or something. Just a stream command. Just to everyone.
A text to speech.
Ping Noko.
Yep. Well, alright. Noko is too busy. I don't know what Thamor's too busy doing.
Eating barbecue.
Great. He's stopped and he's fishing somewhere. He'll catch up later, I guess. I don't. Alright, no. The armor is not rusted. It does look a little dull, but it's surprisingly not rusted, though it is covered in moss and vines.
the sword in similar shape?
Yep.
Andros will step back to it and just like put a hand on the sword. Do I sense like any magic from it at all? I don't have detect magic, but does it seem like it is magical in some nature, or? I guess maybe could I like roll an Arcana check on it or something?
Uh, and how are you investigating it? You're just like,
Just touching it, just the fact that he is a magical, he's more innate, he's more in tune with magic, with the weave in a way. Does he sense that it has some sort of magic to it, or is it just a blade?
roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh!
I don't know if I'm within Zidane range, so I'll just roll it. Golly, dice, you suck tonight. 13.
Can I throw a flash of genius on that? It'll add 5, make it
I
18.
guess so.
You would be standing nearby.
Yeah, I'm right there.
So as you reach towards it, kind of touching it, you feel something as you're as it seems to sap your mind and draw your very being into the blade. Before it can really take effect, perhaps the better of you, or perhaps common sense gets the better of you, or perhaps it's the flash of genius giving you common sense and you rip your hand back,
Ugh,
stealing
Andros,
yourself
what the fuck are
against
you
the
doing? Don't
sword.
touch it!
I was curious.
Well, you can be
Calm your
curious without...
goddamn tits.
You don't know what that would have done. Leave my tits out of it.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever it is, it's goddamn cursed.
Oh, wonderful.
But don't touch it, or anything else like it.
That goes back. Thaymor, roll me a wisdom check, or a history.
Also, the first thing I hear when I come back is leave my tits out of it, so.
Yeah.
Got a good place to come back
I
to.
seem to have missed a lot of. History check?
Yes.
Thaymor is really good at history, just as Trey. I completely skipped over using it as a special trait.
Yeah,
Six.
You could have gotten proficiency in history, and instead you didn't.
Yeah, I run for my history.
You did stealth instead with your heavy armor.
Hey, I'm not actually wearing heavy, I'm wearing shadow armor.
Okay.
It doesn't actually give me a,
I
I don't think it gives me a, what do
I
you call
know.
it? 6.
Thaymor,
I know nothing.
you know, the armor looks maybe familiar, but maybe it's all armor looks familiar too.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've actually worn armor. I forgot what it looks like.
Anyway. Let's keep going. Hopefully a few more hours of walking we'll find wherever this ruin is. Or we're just walking in circles.
Well, I hate to be a broken town crier, but if everyone could keep within reach of me, maybe any curses that try to attack us could be a little bit easier to deflect.
well, why don't you get up here in the midst of us instead of bringing up the rear? What? Help us help you.
I didn't know that the map was representative of the marching order.
I don't know.
You're trekking through uncharted jungle. It's a bit of a mess.
I don't think we are all standing within hand-holding distance of Zidane at all times.
No.
I will do my best to be in the center of the group at all times. Let it be known.
So we have the sleeping friendship circle and the walking friendship circle.
What's
Only
CP's
the best
doing?
of them.
Yeah, so just pressing on.
Pressing on.
Yep.
Gonna leave the evil cursed sword and armor behind.
Wait, cursed sword armor. They won't want to look at it, but it's too late now.
I did say yes. There was a armor, a suit of armor pressed up against, like almost as though it were leaning up against a tree. They're sitting against a tree, and a sword not too far from it plunged into the ground. That's
Mind
what
if I
they
try
tripped
showing
on.
these fools of a mage up?
Okay. What did you
Like
want
your
to do?
Arcana? I want to say Arcana, but I really have. I'm just looking at blade and stuff, so I don't think it's gonna do anything.
I mean, Andros literally did just put a hand on it, and then pulled his hand off very quickly as some sort of malevolent presence tried to surge into him. So,
Oh. Hmm.
and he's basically told everyone that it's cursed.
Even better.
So do what you will with that, but
Maybe I shouldn't grab it.
Yeah.
Maybe Thabor's mind wins over this time. If anyone disagrees, I'm gonna roll a intelligence check, and if I roll below 10, I will fucking grab it.
Nope. We're moving on right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Nope.
There's also the armor to touch.
Nope.
Oh, true. No one touched the armor yet. Thabor touches the armor. No. Like, you know what? This stuff's actually very expensive, and I have like 10 gold on me.
where
No
are
big
you going
curses
to
there,
carry
bro.
it?
That bag I put everything in.
No.
What have you put
that's
in that
not
bag,
going to
by the way,
happen.
Noko?
Huh?
What have you put in that bag?
Let's see. He's probably been picking up like just random things along the way, you know, along his travels. Let's say trash that he generally has on him. He'll just toss in there.
Okay, because anything
you-
you've thrown
you
in there
know-
isn't coming back.
Oh well, yeah, it's just generally just well, they can deal with the curse time. Generally just trash and you know.
Yeah,
just
okay. So
little
the
things
fee
around
was
the
definitely
place.
applicable. It'll probably be even higher next time.
Been on an anti-littering campaign, picking up all
Yeah,
the litter he
yeah,
finds
yeah.
everywhere.
You know, when we cook up fish and stuff, I gotta put the corpse up somewhere. It's kind of rude just leave them on the
He's just
floor.
throwing it all to the nine hells. Great.
Give a hoot. Don't pollute.
Amazon Waste Disposal Services.
Anyway, are you doing anything in the armor sword thing, or are you guys pressing on?
I want to touch it, but if it's cursed, then probably not.
What would Thamor do?
I mean, I have to prove everyone that I'm a god and that my magic's superior, so obviously he would touch it.
There you go.
And you're a weakling mage, obviously Thamor could take care of it.
That's also true.
So you're gonna touch the sword thing more?
I'm gonna touch the armor first.
Are you touch the armor?
Yeah.
Okay. It is cold to the touch, though you feel some magic kind of flickering about its form. Roll me an investigation.
I bring it real close up to my eye. Can I get advantage?
I mean, I guess, yeah, I can't stop you from putting your face right up against it, I suppose.
Thamor just stops, squats down, and puts his eye like an inch away from the armor.
Oh my god.
Nat
Oh my gosh.
20. See, I am the superior mage.
Oh, this is Thamor.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Just, everyone's starting to walk away from the armor, and Thamor turns, crouches, just faceplate pushed up against the armor. Just a loud.
I know
glaring
everything
at it.
about this.
Thamor, you notice that, yes, the armor isn't exactly magical in and of itself, but there is something underneath the armor. And moving, kind of poking aside, moving the chest plate aside, you find a large crystalline structure within inside this suit of armor. It's faded, and whatever magic once empowered it is long since gone, but
I swear to God, this is fucking your character from Garnival.
my what?
Nothing. So the crystals fade?
Oh no, it's not freaking PB.
Peace butt. Just
He finally took up
PB
the
was an
sword.
actual automaton.
Blue man, come here.
I just have to
Seems you've missed
self-insert PB in
something.
other campaigns now.
what is it, Thamor?
But
This
Thamor,
armor
with the nat
has
20, I will say,
Yep.
you also get a weird sensation that the crystal the magic is attuned to is very relevant to the plane of shadows.
Seems like you've missed this crystal here in his armor. It's
I didn't touch the armor, so no, I didn't miss anything. I'm glad you found it. It's yours to keep. I want nothing to fucking do with it.
It does have something to do with the plane of shadows, though.
All the more reason why you can put it in your own dick sack.
Wow, rude. Thamor is coughed at you. He is gonna take the armor and, take it apart in his back bit by bit.
Can you carry it?
I mean, I'm carrying like literally nothing on me.
Okay.
Just 2 halberds and a whole bunch of other weapons and
But those all inside of those all inside of a
quiver.
inside of a quiver.
The Alona quiver.
Yeah, I could put the quiver up to the sword and pick it up using that.
Roll me a okay. Actually, I'll roll it. As you're trying to peel the armor apart, you feel that it doesn't actually seem to. As you pull it further from the crystal, you feel a force resisting you. Weak, but it seems to resist being pulled apart from the crystal.
Hmm.
Hey, Shortstack, you said looking at fancy magic rocks was your thing, right? Here's another one.
Oh, you sure know how to get my heart going, Andros.
Glad to be of service.
All right, yeah, Hildy will come over and take a look.
Well, as I told him, it seems to have some sort of connection with the shadow plane, but also the armor seems to be connected to the crystal in some sort of force.
Can I check this crystal out?
You can certainly try.
Okay. What?
You
What
can
am I
roll
doing
me an
wrong?
Arcana.
May I also check it out?
I would also like to roll. Yes.
Hey, get away from
Can
me.
Thamor
You
get
stop
me
that.
to help?
No. I
Seabreeze,
wanna
you
roll.
stop that. Get away from me, Seabreeze.
We're just swatting everyone away.
No, just Seabreeze.
Here comes the roll.
Get away.
Something's gonna go wrong if Seabreeze looks at this.
Oh, thank God for my high modifier. That's a 22.
Oh, not bad.
Wow.
Whether I
fancy
get to
who's
roll
going.
or not, yeah.
Baby's gonna grab the Bamsel bag by his squirt bottle.
Hildy and Seabreeze, you high rolls, but still something kind of odd about this. You recognize it as kind of a crystal that would normally be used for enchanting armor or other inanimate objects to turn them into servants of some form. But you've never seen one this big or as complicated as this one. There's several runes that seem to be etched in the lines of the crystal around it. And just even the magic itself is kind of perturbing, though, again, long since faded away, only echoes of it seem to remain.
What you see?
Very strange crystals.
That's it? Just strange?
I mean,
You gotta let the rest of us know?
I think we should keep going. I don't think this is worth investigating, but I was
Sorry, just to make
curious.
sure I understand. So, this was basically animate armor, right?
Basically.
Okay. It used to be alive, for lack of a better phrase. The crystals powered it and turned it into a walking suit of armor.
The magic has faded, though.
If it's connected to this shadow plane, I could possibly, I don't know, interact with it.
To what end?
I suppose reactivate it? Maybe
Why
its
don't you
mind
put
might
that
be a
here?
little more.
Why don't you put it in your pocket? Or whatever. And we keep
I-
going.
It might be a little hard to put the suit of armor in my pocket.
The crystal.
The suit of armor is attached to the crystal.
Did you try removing the crystal from the suit of armor?
Claymore tries to remove the crystal from the suit of armor. He'll reach in and put his hand up against it.
Okay, you can either roll me a strength if you're going to try to brute force it out, or you can roll me
Well,
arcana
well,
if you're going to try to disable it.
Disable it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah, Arcana. 8.
Oh God.
Claymore is obviously superior magic.
It's gonna blow up. Seabreeze is like away from here.
Thamor, roll me a... Thamor, Hildy, Seabreeze, roll me dexterity saving throws.
I walked away because I didn't want to get
Seabreeze, damn it, what did you do?
I mean, actually, Seabreeze, you have evasion, so it really doesn't matter for you. But Hildy and...
How close to
And,
Sedan are we?
I imagine they started walking away, but...
Standing at a respectful distance, probably walking away with everyone else if they are also...
Fine.
Seabreeze, what'd you do? As the armor explodes, probably.
Okay, that's a
What type of save?
You're
Dexterity saving throw as the crystal explodes.
You're talking.
I rolled
to
an
air.
18.
22 and 23.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
So what did you roll, Hildy?
18.
18? Okay. You both successfully save. You only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage each, as there's not much magic left in this thing, but basically just with a small pop thing where you try ripping it out, instead of it coming clean, it seems to almost break and shatter in your hand, releasing a small detonation. The armor blows to pieces and kind of scatters about, and they start to corrode and fade away.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What was that? Zidane called from a
My magic was too strong.
Yeah, that's
You're-
exactly it. Your magic
Yeah.
was too strong. Your
It
brain
is.
wasn't, though. Right, let's keep moving. Also, don't touch the fucking sword, it's cursed. It'll do something.
Thamor.
You already blew up one thing. Do you want to make another explosion?
I mean, Hildy is all the time.
There's a time and a place, and it's not now. Come on, let's go.
Claymore leaves the sword. Goodbye, weapon. You could have been awesome or something. Never know.
Don't you forget about me. Teary-eyed, Thamor leaves the sword behind.
Walk
As you guys
away.
press through the jungle, continuing west, more and more of the jungle starts to kind of slowly fade away, giving right way to what you think is probably a clearing up ahead. For those ahead, kind of those scouting ahead, you notice a large break coming up in the jungle trees, and perhaps the signs of some ruins. There seems to be a shimmering dome of magic surrounding the area ahead of you. And standing outside the gate, or outside the barrier, you see several of the same kind of automatons, or walking armor that you tripped upon earlier, walking around.
Yep, this is the place.
Hey!
Oh, big map. Okay, where are we?
Down south.
I.
Wow.
Like how?
This is a
like
fucking
down here?
huge map.
Down on the bottom.
Yeah, I was
Bottom.
about to say I'm gonna buy the cat. So the squares are off.
Yes, unfortunately.
I always hate
I
that when I'm
do-
doing Roll20.
As we
It's
come
gonna-
up on this thing, Hildy is going to put her protector cannon down. Tiny cannon, it shares my space. everyone
Okay.
within 10 feet of me gets some temporary hit points.
May I hide?
I figured you were going to.
Yay.
Wait for the temporary hit points.
No, Seabury, stop that.
I wait for the temporary hit
Oh.
points.
16.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
go.
Yes, you can hide. But as I said, as you approach, I mean, it's not super mask. You can be, you're not super as close to these things as you guys are now. But there is a shimmering feel that seems to be enveloping this entire area, this entire what seems to be the ruins of an old small city or temple grounds of some nature. Several of these walking suits of armor seem to wander about the grounds, though curiously, it seems as though several are just doing what you would expect normal, day-to-day citizens would do. Several are standing behind the remains of what used to be maybe storefronts or different marketplaces, and several are running around kicking what look like balls or rocks in some form of game.
Are there rivers and such like we see on the map, or
Yes.
is it okay?
Yes.
Seabury is probably
Fortunately,
hanging
with
over
giant
the,
continental traversal, it's hard to have accurate maps of everything.
No, no worries.
Seabury is
just
probably
confirm.
hanging over the side of this, thing above the little terrace. Pretty nice.
Well, should we go say
Strange.
hello, or should we treat this as hostile?
I think I'd opt for talking first. No alarms have gone off.
Right.
No need to go in swinging.
Right. Yeah. Might as well.
Would you like to do the talking, or
Well, most times when other people do, things go south, so might as well. Seabreeze, wherever you are, you know what to do. Do what you do best. Just saying to the air. And yeah, Andros will approach.
Okay. So you approach the two armor suits that stand behind the edge where the perimeter of this kind of barrier seems to overlap. Helmet kind of jolts up. When you could only assume to be looking at you, it holds up a hand, halberd readied, the other lowering its halberd at you. Bolts. Who approaches?
I do. A weary traveler.
Travelers. We have not heard those for some time. State your business. Are you here merely for rest, or for other means?
Rest and, well, bit of sightseeing, I guess.
Very well. Know that the god will have their eye on you. Welcome to the city of... You hear a weird humming vibration coming from the suit as it tries to speak. Sorry. I forget.
It's alright. We didn't come for names, just for the sights.
Please, partake then of our wares. You will find us hospitable in these places.
Right. If we were looking for, no, a library or something, could you direct us? One of my companions has a, well, they give a stiffy for books, so.
sit down for a
Vocabulary
scroll
not
and
recognized. If you are looking for books and or research, you will likely find them in the main chambers. Only if the mistress allows it.
Okay. Is there a way we can get an audience with said mistress? I'm sure I'd be willing to have a chat.
She will reach out to you, should she deem it worthy.
Okay. Does she have any other titles or accolades we should refer to her as other than the mistress? Just want to make sure we're,
Only
being
if she
polite.
allows it.
Alright. Well, thanks, I guess. We'll, keep our noses out of trouble. Wouldn't want any of your eyes watching us have to intervene at all.
Good. This is a peaceful city.
Sure seems like it. Tally-ho. Good day to you both, I guess.
Neros goes to walk between them.
Yep, they step aside to allow you passage. They just kind of watch as you go by. Almost, again, they're basically floating suits of armor, though you kind of catch the glimpse of the powered core within their suit, similar to the one you tripped on earlier.
I think I'll join the party.
Oh,
I don't think I want to try and stealth by the whole thing.
What?
It would be
What?
fun. There's a lot of checks to make there, but
Yeah, I'm good.
as you guys pass through... Ooh,
There's so many of us going at once.
Oh no, some people have merged.
Seabreeze! Seabreeze, stop what you're doing.
All become bean. All become bean.
So, a couple things as
I
well,
will
though.
crunch bean like a fucking tin can.
You can't.
So,
I can break these cuffs.
but as you pass through the barrier, but maybe a brief respite or a slight passing bit of peace, the madness afflicting you all doesn't seem to hurt you here.
Hey,
Say
Salty.
more as you.
You're safe for now, Seabreeze.
Two things. Is this kind of magic in any way familiar to Hildy? Has she seen this before? Is this how automatons work in Jerry Rag?
Like I said, the crystal is familiar, but it seems to use a much larger core, as well as
Okay.
it seems to be something a little bit just different about the magic used. The principle is the same, but it's different.
Okay. Okay, second thing. How bad is my withdrawal right now?
We'll get to that. I imagine the withdrawal will
Okay.
hit harder now that you're no longer in a life-threatening situation and losing your mind to everything else.
I think this is day 2 of cold turkey, so
Yep, but I feel like you had more pressing concerns than to be worried about
Right,
that at
yeah.
the immediate moment.
yes.
But yes. But like I said, passing through the barrier seems as though the madness afflicting you is, for now, temporarily not afflicting you. Thamor, as you walk by as well, the guards turn and kind of give you a quizzical look, and one puts a hand to your shoulder.
I can't tell where I am in this pile of people. There you go.
One puts their hand on you.
I'm gonna fucking kill this cat.
Welcome back, sir.
Oh?
Welcome back.
You are a fellow lawbringer, yes.
I seem to be more flesh and blood than magic and stone.
You are one of them. The mistress will be most interested. It has been unknown since we have seen one of the firsts.
One of the first. I suppose his mistress is in that big building over there.
Yes, should she will it, she will summon you. Though, given the circumstances, I'm sure she will want to meet with you.
I will head there post haste. I have questions to ask.
The armor
I
just
have
kind of
questions
nods
to
at
ask
you.
her. And they get to take the hand off my shoulder?
Yep.
I walk through.
Yep, he doesn't impede you. So you guys push through again. Another suit of armor seems to stand almost imposingly at the end of the bridge, but you notice he's just kind of sitting near the edge of the bridge, fishing.
They might reach up to grab the fucking cat of him. I swear to God, cat, you got shit on me.
Well, if you had protected me from the giant beast, I wouldn't be needing to shit on you, now would I?
If you do not get out from above me, I will throw you into the water.
By the way,
Oh,
keep
you
mind,
wouldn't
that's
dare.
Thabor's doing it right now.
the other small feline that is currently accosting our friend, Thamor. I'm not sure if you two had introduced yourselves.
See, yeah. Golden Bee is just like circling above Thamor, staying out of his grasp. Ah, yes. Another little companion of I see. The one chasing me is our personal shit bucket. You may use his helmet or your cot as your personal bin.
Wait,
I'm
when did
gonna
this
throw my
begin?
helper at the fucking cat.
Sir, is something bothering you? Is this feline, flying thing a threat?
It is more like a mosquito than a threat. A constant annoying buzz.
I am the greatest ray of sunshine you will ever see. No, familiar, protect me from my walking waste bin.
I can kill
Oh,
the cat. Either way, keep going. Then you were doing something.
Further into the city we go.
Yep. So like I said, you see a suit of armor that seems to be just sitting there fishing.
Yeah, I think Andros would start heading for whatever looks like the largest, like, central area, whether a marketplace or the most amount of buildings or anything like that. He'd probably head for whatever it looks like the largest center of populace.
Yep, that's generally the center. Like this dais here is pretty much what you would gather to be like a marketplace sort of deal. Residential-esque kind of area to the right. And there seems to be other suits of armor just milling about doing day-to-day things. As you pass by, several of them seem to give you curious glances, as best could be described as a helmet just pointed at you to an angle. And several of them wave to you as well as you pass by.
Absinthe, you still with us?
I am here. Yes.
We fucking you just fell down and didn't get up.
Oh, he's
there
just
he is.
stumbling
There he
around
is.
until he realizes his friends have left him. He's like, "Oh, don't leave me!"
Let's be honest, he was thinking, finally, I thought they'd never leave.
It's not easy
Fortunately, the
being.
madness table says otherwise.
It's not easy being this edgy with all those idiots around.
He feels the edges of the madness leave as he enters the bear and goes, "No, wait, I want that." And dives right on out, back out. Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Hildy just fucking zoomed.
Zoom.
Back on the cocaine again.
I am speed. Zoom.
Yeah, like I said, you see several of these automatons, or these, not really automatons, I guess, but these enchanted armors, possessed armors, again, just kind of doing what you would assume, or what you'd see in normal small cities. Several are just sitting, chatting underneath a tree, talking to each other. There's several running behind the stalls up in the what you would assume to be the bazaar, and several milling about as guards and
y'all
other
just
such.
fucking leaping over these holes in the bridges.
It's easy.
Trivial almost.
Shoot the last day where it has to climb up here 5 times.
And
Just falling into the river.
And just to again from my understanding, what we're seeing on the map, it actually is like, are we seeing ruins or is it everything
Yes,
seem like
ruins.
it's okay?
They are living again. It seems a little an odd sight of these suits of living armor, living day-to-day lives in the ruins of what was likely once a city.
So we haven't seen any actual people.
Nope.
Okay.
They are all suits of armor, and again, they are not all as deadpan as the guard. They actually, as you listen in, they sound like people. The ones playing around kicking rocks, though giant suits of armor of similar design, sound like children. You hear women and other folk of different voices and tenor coming from the different suits that operate the stalls or mill about. And that probably throws you for a bit of a loop, Hildy, because that's not something that normal enchanted armor does.
Okay.
And is it inside the dome? Is it, because again, we've been walking through the nighttime. Is inside the dome also nighttime, or?
Inside the dome is still night, though several like illuminated stones and torches seem to brighten the area up somewhat. But the presence, again, other than the eyes of the onlookers of the armor, you don't feel that other presence here.
So do we split up, see what we can find, or do we stick together and wait till this mistress comes and?
Damon's going straight for the temple.
Where's Absinthoss?
I'm going to the temple. Whoever this mistress is seems to have her guards seem to have interest in me.
Sure. Would you like company, or are you going alone?
If you don't come along enough getting answers.
Fair enough.
Oh.
I guess I'll join you on your booty call.
Right.
Sorry, what?
Keep up. I'm sure she wouldn't want to be kept waiting. Who knows how many years it's been.
Damon's just really old and doesn't understand this modern lingo.
Not modern, boy. I've been eaten by a tiger.
You misstepped and I've been eaten by you misstepped and fell down and the tiger just kept walking.
Glomped.
Good grief.
As you guys push through the city, well, the remains of what that small city looks like as you're kind of just marching to the stairs. As you get to the top, 2 more guards stop you initially. Once again, what business do you have up here?
I wish to see the mistress.
Mistress will choose whether she wants to see you in due time.
You could tell her it's a long overdue booty call.
The vernacular is unknown to this one.
He's very strange.
No, I don't think I am. But thanks anyway, Thamor.
Or perhaps you could say the first lawbringer has returned? Sedan calls from the back.
Just
Yeah,
tilts its
that's
head
him.
quizzically. First what?
I am Thamor, a lawbringer of I forgot the name of my town. At least the version you named it.
Oh my goodness.
You name it Dread. I call it
Oh,
Lysaria. I don't know which one's actually canon.
Lysaria is canon. It's a name for a different place because you've been wandering around through so many different places.
Well, I'm just saying Iceland. That's where he's from. If it's been named Drat, then that's that means
Nation?
other part. I guess so.
You
Nation?
the armor walks up to you and kind of like pokes you in the cheek or in the neck, I guess, since your helmet would allow it. You are still flesh and blood. How have you
Yes,
not
clearly.
succumbed?
To time, I am a god. It means nothing
To
to me.
time and madness.
If you don't
Wait
mind an
here.
ignorant question, succumb to what? Just this place or something else?
Succumb to time and madness.
Oh, sorry.
This place. The folly and success of our people. Wait here. He turns and motions for the other one to kind of keep an eye on you two as he descends into the structure behind him. The other one just kind of stands guard, knowing full well he probably wouldn't be able to stop you if you tried, but still puts on as much of a bluster as a suit of armor can. So you really came from the outside?
Sure as rain.
What's it like out there? It's
Shitty.
nothing but chaos.
Shadow reptiles and assholes who don't let you sleep.
Oh. What's it like having, the fleshy bits? I don't even remember when we used, well, if we ever had them.
Sorry,
Well, it's
just to be clear, you all turn into stone when you get really old?
No, well, the stories say our ancestors, well, maybe it's best the mistress explains it. I'm not really, what you see, hmm, uh, oh, he just tapped on his chest. This is, me, kind of, what I've become.
Well, I'm going to throw out
become or
there.
always have been.
I may have an idea. It seems
And-
like the Shadow Realm holds these fellas' souls in them. And through these crystals, allows them to control the armor. It's not the first time we've seen people from the past be reborn through the shadows, in a sense.
So that armor that we found back there is what? Someone who died a second time?
If they succumb to the madness, I suppose so.
Or eaten by the nightmare lizards?
I'm salty. I assume that the armor that these guys are looks similar to what we found and what
Yes.
Thamor exploded.
Yep. Almost identical. Like, all the suits of armor look identical, actually, roughly. Save some varying bits of design, perhaps, between themselves that they've made, but...
Do you guys venture outside often? I think that we might have come across one of you.
Oh, not too often, no. Not since the domain started shrinking a little bit, but, we don't last very long out there, you see?
I can't imagine many people do. Do you know of the explorers that live over in the ruins? East of here?
Oh, the mistress told us about them. Said we could welcome in if they came, but they never bothered making it this far. Maybe we tried to send people out to them. I don't know if they ever came back. Or did we ever send anyone out? Well, you can ask the mistress that. It's probably above my pay grade.
Sure thing. I'm sure we've got lots of questions for her. Is she like you? Or is she
Oh, no,
fleshy?
no, no. She's, well, she's, Well, the mistress is. Well, you'll just have to see.
Fair
Kind of
enough.
just sits there, starts kind of humming from inside the armor, tapping his boot against the ground. It's a lovely night, isn't it?
I am going to say telepathically to Keybind, how old are you? Or rather, how
What?
long have you existed?
For perhaps since the birth of the plane of life.
I don't suppose any of this seems familiar to you?
Why would I care about a suit of armor? It is not a lie.
No, but there is a soul within it. A life robbed of its life.
Is that what you see?
Well, if this place is populated from those that we are seeking, then yes.
He just stretches a bit. I don't know. I did not keep eyes on every part of the mortal plane for my existence. I am that which binds the plane of life to this world. I am not some book.
No, apparently not. It's worth a try, I suppose. And I go back to watching the armor watch us.
Yep, it's humming, tapping its boot, trying to make small talk and failing. But not for too much longer before the other one comes rushing from within the temple chambers again. Right. She'll see you all. Can't say I'm too happy about it, but watch your step.
Is it steep or something? What are we watching for? Gives him a little smirk.
Watch your manners. The mistress isn't normally this kind and courteous.
Oh, good. I am nothing if not one of impeccable manners.
Audible laughter.
Quickly tackle him and tie him up. He's all out. Quickly tie him up and tackle him. He's all out to go in there.
With a kind of a shrug, the armor just turns and motions for you to follow and starts leading you down inside the temple. And as you descend several stairs, going deeper, deeper, deeper. In fact, it feels like you walk for almost an hour straight, just descending these depths of a never-ending spiral staircase. Starts to smell of rot and decay as you go further.
Oh!
Oh.
You guys are coming down the stairs on the northwest. As you enter a large chamber, smells a bit of decay, a bit of must. Around you, a bubbling, kind of almost wispy black substance seems to just flow amidst the ground and the other odd flowers that seem to bloom from the decay of a giant winged corpse. Nothing more than bones, perhaps, lying amidst it. Several of the suits of armor are stationed about the area, as well as a very poignant and curious-looking dragonborn seems to be standing on the dais across the way. As the guard leading you down reaches the bottom of the stairs, he kneels towards the dragonborn in the center. I have brought them, mistress. I will resume my post. And starts clomping noisily back up the stairs.
Is this the first Dragonborn we've met?
Nope,
You met the
you
ones
met
in
a
the
bunch in the camp.
sandwich,
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
in the desert.
In the desert, yeah.
Yeah.
As she steps towards the edge of the dais, kind of a wide grin bears across her her muzzled snout, I guess. Ah, honored guests, welcome. I would have tidied up if I'd known I'd have guests for the first time. Oh, I don't even know how long it's been anymore.
Well, no need to get all formal and fancy for little old us. I just... seeing the sights, as it were.
Ah, yes. Wonderful sights here. She looks about with a sarcastic grin. What brings you to this place? More importantly, what brings you? She stares pointedly at Thamor. To this place.
Did she ask what brings me to this place? Sorry.
Yes.
It seems like the gods above want to destroy the realms, or at least as we know it, and we are here for answers.
Answers. You. You of all people. You should be lucky I don't rip your throat out. You stand.
Oh shit.
You're kind of getting out, but I heard that.
She said, you
I
should be
heard it.
lucky.
You should. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard it, but you're kind of getting out a little bit.
Sorry.
And why is that?
She looks at you all, like, quizzically. You really that stupid?
They were
Well, that's
something on his
just-
halberd, and he's it tightens a little bit. But go ahead.
Let's assume we are that stupid. Would you mind explaining it for us? My friend here, he's a little... well,
Forgetful.
slow of thought.
They was halberd tightens a little harder.
Friend
Being insulted.
is a murderer, a
Oh.
coward, a blatant perversion of this world. Him and his kind, his people. She kind of just looks at the suits of armor. There's stains on this world for what they've done.
Oh shit.
The audacity to come here looking for answers to a problem with the gods again. Was what you did the first time not enough?
I'm sorry, him personally or
him, his people, does it matter? He's one of them. And has his flesh to boot.
And who
How
are
dare
you?
show Who am I? Who am I? He seems to roar this out, echoing amidst the chambers. I am what's left of what you've done to me. What you've done to this place. What you've done to this world.
Are you a sibling of Faust?
Pup. Yes, I suppose you could call him a sibling.
Were you tasked to be the guardian here?
Guardian?
Or warden, jailer?
Appears she's a prisoner.
That one's got the right idea. Prisoner.
He's the remains of the
A
things that we did.
trophy.
Part of the goddess.
What?
Isn't she part of the goddess? That literally the remains? Something here stuck? That's what they was thinking.
She looks over to you, Seabreeze. Or as she's saying this, that one's got the right idea. As it stands upon my remains. I was known as Grun.
It's just dragon.
I was the dragon of reason.
Right.
And why would my people have killed you and trapped you here?
You tell me, you stupid little plaything.
Oh, shit. Somebody
You
grabbed
sought to
it.
bring down a god.
Oh.
And yours people thought, what better way than to fight a goddess of order than to pull her into madness? Better to do that, dragon of reason, and just utterly rend her soul apart. Do you like it what you've done to the place? The thing you've created that wanders these lands?
The voice. Are you saying that the voice is her?
The voice is probably its attendant, its keeper, if you will. Its voice, if it ever should reach your mind, would probably destroy it, as paltry as yours are.
We've lasted this far.
And how far has that been? What you think is a day? Or has it only been an hour? It's hard to tell here, isn't it? Here in my city, reason still stands. Out there, his domain triumphs still.
I assume he doesn't have a name.
Van Sin is the name that he gave himself after he finally broke free of your feeble attempts to control him.
As in his people. Thumbs over to Thamor.
Yes. The paltry remains of a kingdom that thought that it could control madness and plunge order into chaos. Foolish fucks.
This Varsind, you said? Where did he come from? Did they create him? Or did they pull him from somewhere?
He is me and isn't me. He is the perversion of reason. Madness incarnate. Hard to believe you fleshy mortals managed to create an entire being, an entire just demi-plane from warping my mind.
Like how Faust became the Dragolich.
Who? What did he do now?
Faust, we were told, was the defender of this plane.
He was left behind after the gods and the dragons of the world of Mir to enforce the balance.
What?
At least that's how the stories went.
What do you speak of? Faust is merely but a whelp.
How long have you been down here?
She doesn't know.
Does not seem to pass here.
So
I had figured you had
wouldn't-
destroyed the world and what you had accomplished. Are you telling me?
Sorry, continue.
Ages have passed, if what you're saying is true. Your essence was used to split or sever the goddess of order. And you've been trapped here ever since. I got the right of that?
Oh, utter irony. How am I supposed to believe? No. I suppose that does stand to reason, doesn't it? He wouldn't exist if the world had stopped. Other than perhaps him and his wretched kind. So perhaps then what you are saying is true. If time has passed while I've been kept here. Then you were successful in a sense of stopping that wretched war. Pointless. So my incarceration was not in vain. Then
So
why have you returned?
You
Why
haven't
have you come
felt
to this
the
place?
gods rewrite the world then?
No. If they'd done so, I know nothing but this place.
Well, Malaeus did say this place was kept out from time. So it only goes to reason that everything that's happened elsewhere wouldn't affect here. Yes, life continued. Life broke. And those fucks up in Elysium, or wherever they fucking call their paradise, decided the world's better off not knowing what happened and rewriting according to what they would like.
But in a way that it didn't break whatever treaty that they had made with the dragons. All of them are still bound wherever they're bound,
Not
except
all.
for Faust.
Why should this concern me? After you and your kind tormented me, enslaved me to this hellhole. And now you're telling me you live life while I suffer.
Because
Why
the
should I
rose
give
at
a...
peril again.
Does not concern me. My
It does
is
concern
here.
you.
Pray, tell me how it concerns me. As far as I can deduce, my prison, my world, is forever trapped here.
And how long was that going to keep you from being safe? If you're saying you're a prison here, you do not even know what's going on outside.
And it's getting smaller.
It is getting smaller. You don't realize that we have been through a lot, but our reasoning to come down here was maybe to restore some goddess that used to be in control of hold this balance and everything. And because of him, his story in the past, I don't know for certain what's going to happen, but I do know the gods that you may be familiar with or not is in balance, and we're all in peril. Everyone. We may be doomed yet again, and we're here. Maybe it's trying to seek what has been broken. The goddess that used to be.
Little pup, you come to me speaking of emotions, of trying to do things for the sake of it, for the saving the world. I was a dragon of reason. Going to have to try better than to convince me. For I see no reason to help a murderer and his tag-along group of doughy-eyed children.
And what would give you reason? What do you want? Grunt.
Is it something as simple as freedom?
Freedom won't bring back all the suffering. Freedom is not something I believe you can give.
And what about a restoration to how things should be once were? What about foolish mortals and young pups? Yes, but we come to you asking for help to achieve this.
And pray, tell me, how does one then know how things should be? What logic do you have that what you believe is right is the true, correct path, and that mine wouldn't be? What if I say my reasoning for helping, my desired way of the worldview, is to eradicate all humans, so that dragons only existed? Would that still fit your bill of helping?
Well,
That's for long, that's for sure.
I do
Doesn't
know of
matter.
someone that has had that same line of thought, and Dan looks over to Absinthoss.
Huh?
And then looks at emphatically looking at your fucking amulet.
Oh, that's so on brand. It hurts.
Oh,
Battle of wits, that one has come rather unprepared.
I'm sorry, Zidane. It has been even with the rest, has not been a great day. Could you please repeat the last sentence about free choice and something like that?
Your sister destroying the world doesn't a little bit similar to reasons of destroying all humanity. Yes,
something like
maybe. Adeline, are you able to chime in a little bit? Hello. I'm gonna come over and actually shake Absinthoss a little bit.
Stop, Zidane.
I don't think we want her input right now.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't consider it a great idea. You ever heard the story about the village idiot?
I think he's right in front of me. Although I am pretty sure we change shifts, as it were.
I'll look over it this time.
What is it you want? Turning back to Grund. What is it you want? You've been trapped here for eons. Well, however long it's been fucking been. Who knows how many times the gods have rewritten history. What do you want?
Well, just because we can add rolls to this, go and roll me either like a persuasion or a, I guess diplomacy, whichever you're trying to employ here.
Yeah, persuasion. That went for a long, long ride and ended on a 2, but I will use a sorcery point to re-roll that with magical guidance.
This would be the time to cast guidance.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
may I cast guidance?
7 plus 8, 15.
Yeah, but casting guidance isn't
Nah, it's not good.
subtle.
Might be a little bit problematic if you do cast something in front of a dragon who's watching.
Well, but
Subtle.
probably
15.
real smart.
If
She
you
knows
subtle
what
it,
guidance
yes.
looks like.
I will spend a point for subtle. That way you can add the 1d4 to that.
The 1,
Wow.
so 16.
The snarl. What I want. Illogical. I want to have never had to have suffered. I want for him and his people to pay for what they've done, for the blasphemy and sins they've committed. I want a reason to exist again.
What if someone told you they already have paid for their sins?
It's not enough. I have not seen it. It is illogical for me to think this.
Would you be able to share a connection to see into the mind of another?
Don't you? Your mind, whoever you speak of, will not survive.
Then fine. The punishment that was laid upon my people, as you say, was each time the gods did a reset, they would constantly kill our people. My people. Making us forget who we were before making us reborn in the next reset. Just to live it again.
True. That is no worse than what you deserve.
And yet, I do not know why we trapped you to kill that god.
I would
They have
love
removed
that
that from my mind completely.
People tormented me, summoned visions and showed things beyond this world that could not be comprehended, tore my soul and mind apart, created a thing, sent it upon the gods. I don't know why your people thought that was the answer. What ill-contrived bullshit they thought. Making you forget is too much, almost a mercy.
What
They
what
broke
thing?
reason.
What thing are you talking about? What thing did they unleash upon the gods?
The
Vashin,
other half.
thing that was created from my breath, from my sundering of soul and mind. On the dragon of reason falls. It is what curses this place eternally.
Where is it now?
Probably sleeps nearby to continually plague me.
Most likely that voice we heard.
Indeed. Are you truly imprisoned here?
I am bound to what's left of my once beautiful form. Kind of points to the corpse you're standing on.
Oh.
Neither alive nor dead, spirit nor flesh. A paradox of reason, and yet reason itself. A torment, because I shouldn't be, and yet here I am.
Step off.
This Vasin, is it able to be destroyed? Contained, banished, returned to you?
We've killed one corrupted dragon before.
Get ahead of yourself, Zooks.
Reason is out the window. This one. I would have been. Centuries ago, I would have told you I could never have been brought down in that fashion. Here we are. Some things transcend reason, it seems. So perhaps, it could be peaceable. But why?
What?
If you so seek to fight the gods again, reason would stand that you would be wishing to unleash this thing upon them again. What makes you think I would aid you, even if you do set me free?
To be very frank, I would love to wipe every one of those damn gods, and turn them to stardust. But one particular one really gets my gander, so I would like to know why his people destroyed a god first. If there's a power that can do that, it seems it's this Vasin.
Ask him yourself if he so chooses to give you a comprehensible answer. I only remember the betrayal, the suffering, the whims and why of a paltry folk, but not known to me.
Did they have help from the gods, maybe? Both to harm you as well as to harm one of their own.
The gods don't seem too keen to fight themselves.
Oh, then why would Eldith send one of her followers to try and help you? That seems like a minor
'Cause
split.
I assume they have differing opinions, and they go about voicing their differing opinions through us. They won't fight each other directly. Puddle used to think that, or ascribes to that. Just think. A goddess of fury, of wrath, of storm. When asked if she would fight, cowered and apologized, saying she wouldn't interfere. They don't fight each other, they're the same thing. Keeping their own power is far more important than who's right. Sure, they might squabble, it seems, but they're not about to give up power. Grund,
Although I do have a
why were you
selfish
in...
question. Just an aside, did you happen to encounter any wardens of the plane of life? It's a very minor tangent, but something important to me.
Are you asking
I'm asking the
Grundor?
dragon.
Okay. Well, I know because you were talking. Okay. I not do not know what you speak of.
Grund, a question. How did you become associated with his people? I assume it wasn't just they sprung on you while you were napping.
They once worshipped me. I filled their city with logic, reason, and growth, and I protected them. That was so long ago. Whatever idiocy or madness descended those people to turn on me using that wretched magic, sorcery, whatever it was.
Let me guess. The Void?
The what?
That's what it became called. Essence of creation.
Perverted.
Raw potential of the universe.
And do you know of this? Wield it?
And what if we did? What would you do? Obviously we know of it, but can't say it much
Teach me.
else.
Teach me its ways. How to harness it correctly. How to reason it. I wish to understand what caused my fall. How to use this unknowable, illogical, unfathomable power. There must be reason to this. Such is what I existed for. If you can teach it to me, show it to me. Perhaps then will help.
Well, I don't know shit about it other than what I've told you. But even if I did know more, it's a hard sell. The last of your kind dabbled in it. Went insane.
Yes, this is what I want to prevent, what I wish to know. It has claimed me. You say it claimed Faust in a timeline I have not seen. This is most intriguing. Something that defines reason and yet seems as though someone can control it. There must be a reason. There must be answers to this. Yes, yes. Free me, teach me, and I will aid you against these gods once again. A war I once fought against in what you claim to be some time.
You see kind of like a fiery passion in what was pretty much lifeless, angry eyes before.
That's also telepathic speech to Andros. Are you sure this is a great idea?
Just keep your mouth shut.
Well, keeping it that way, just... You know.
I do. Well, turning back to Grund. I'll tell you what. If we learn anything, maybe we can share it. Up till now, it's only been a problem. Monsters, aberrations, things of unknowing nature, hell-bent on consuming everything that exists. But it sounds like his people, thumbing over to Thamor, used it on you.
He just snarls at Thamor.
We don't intend to destroy this world. As you may call us doughy-eyed. But we have reason and motive to leave it as it is. Unchanged, erased, unrewritten. I don't think that involves a war. That will just turn the place into a hellscape, just like this.
Admire your ambitions. I've given you my terms.
Well, like I said, if we learn anything, maybe we'll share it.
Best you find some. Till then, you are free to linger in my city. Though, she just glares at Thamor. You make so much as one move. I give reason.
Well, don't worry. We'll make sure he stays on his best behavior.
Fuck, I was muted.
Right, Thamor?
If these people in these suits of armor are mine, as you say so, no harm will come to them by me.
There's
He's a
much prisoners
lawbringer.
here.
Okay, wherever you guys were talking in the first place, go back to talking.
We appreciate the hospitality. Certainly better than being out with that insidious fucker. But we'll deal with him at some point.
Good luck. You're going to need it. Amidst.
Seabury steps forward. I wonder if I might make an offering.
She just looks at you with a bit of a quizzical side glance.
I acquired this in our travels to meet one of your brothers. Wonder if you might like it. She hands forward the strong dragonborn booze
Oh my god.
that she's been carting around. That would literally kill her if she drank it.
Come full circle. Jesus Christ.
Have you...
With a wave of her hand, it just kind of like is like pulled with a decent amount of like kind of force from your grasp to her.
Seabreeze
Offering
bows.
like they used to. I don't remember when. I appreciate very little.
If nothing else, it'll certainly light a fire in your belly.
Yes, it was most difficult for me to drink. But I am weak.
It was never meant for your kind. It was meant for followers and as offerings to us. Fires to match the ones we could breathe. Each a good snap.
Sorry, Salty, you keep cutting out.
Sorry, an age ago it must have been now.
Well, hopefully that was appropriate. Kind of retreats, being careful not to touch the skeleton.
If
mistress,
any of you are bored, for lack of better wording, I would not say no to anyone wishing to catch me up on the events of the world that I have reportedly missed. It stands to reason that the Dragon of Reason should know current events.
I volunteer.
Also, funny that you mention history. I pull out a copy of one of the heroes' tales. Something a
Her
little bit
face
more
kind of
interesting.
lights up in a passing moment. Yes, I do enjoy perusing a good book, especially if it is one that I have not read.
that one's real great if you're struggling to sleep, so.
This is the one about the others that...
Oh, I'm aware. Just pats him on the shoulder.
Oh, I thought you were referring to... Anyways, do you want me to bring it to you, or you hold hands?
With a wave of her hand, it kind of just, again, gets pulled from your hands to hers. I will take it from here. I appreciate it. The world has certainly changed, hasn't it?
Certain things, yeah. Anyway. Don't let us intrude your hospitality too much longer. Enjoy the story. Enjoy the booze. We'll keep you apprised on what we find.
Yes, do just that, of course. I will be eagerly awaiting your turn. That's...
I link with Keybind telepathically. Any thoughts on the objective of our little jaunt?
I'm not sure I understand.
Have you ever encountered a being like the one, like either his eyes go between both the corpse as well as the shadow of Grun's former self?
Cannot say that I have personally, no.
There's a slight tensing of frustration in Zidane's posture, and he
is
Brings
just a
in-
steed and not necessarily an all-knowing archivist of the plane of light.
I know, but it's just
Yeah,
like
that's Bean. You
it-
gotta ask Bean
other-
those questions. Come on.
Bean pretends to know everything. I mean, he knows everything.
So this dragonborn dragon's name was what now?
Grund.
In
In case you want to look it up, yes, I am using the a German name for a lot of their designations. Grund is the German word for reason.
Oh, interesting.
So, makes for a fun little use of the.
My question is, she was clearly a little wistful when we started leaving. Does she intend to actually? Could we hang out? Or is there?
You can stay there with her if you wish.
Yeah.
She does seem to want to know. I mean, yes, you're not wrong that she seemed wistful. Keep in mind, she is a dragon that's been kept here for unknown amounts of time, suffering in basically perpetuality for the last thing she remembers being murdered by those of the Kingdom of Drake, suffering mine to the void. So, yeah, she's a little pissed and a little bit unsure how to act in the current state of the world. She's been down here with a bunch of suits of armor that,
like a stray dog that's been kicked too many times.
I would love the opportunity to hang out with that character because, oddly enough, and I mean this with the utmost respect, this is just a super powerful,
potential mentor.
No, this is a super powerful Mort. I shouldn't say that out loud because you really shouldn't know that, but like that's my angle.
What?
How can I bend this person to my thinking? How can I
Let's go.
groom?
Let's go.
How can I groom the mighty aspect of reason to be my?
I think that's what we're just gonna end on right there. Is the my super evil waifu Mort,
keel
basically.
haul, and Grunt is instead the power of the ship.
It's more like it's not so much like Mort. It's much more like initially transactional, but she's trying to make a friend. So Seabreeze doesn't, have hidden ulterior motives. This, Dragonborn's obviously going to be very smart, so she'll know what's going on. But it's like Seabreeze is going to be like, look, there's no shame in sharing with you the state of the world and giving you what you want.
Yeah,
all she
I'm not
wants
saying
is
I'm
a
opposed
little
to
in
it.
return.
If Seabreeze can word it, I'm not opposed. Again, that's just half of D&D in a nutshell, seducing the dragon, I guess, in that regard. But,
Well, I will write you a speech for next time then.
But just Mort's a little bit of a different case where, if she figures out what's going on or decides to rebel, I don't think you're going to stop her.
Mort had no real control over the situation. Yeah.
No, he was a punching bag. If he tried to fight back, he got keelhauled. If the dragon fights back when she's released as a dragon,
I'd become paste.
The boat's going down.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, it was a bit of a lore dump / theater of the mind initially session, since we had a kind of interesting sidetrack at the start. But
never apologize for that.
No,
That's
I love
okay. We're in a place where side RP can occur. Fill in the intermittent time.
Yep.
Yay!
Getting a little bit of history of what was once the Kingdom of Drake and what has happened to its people to an extent.
Oh.
And is Thamor a bad guy? Who knows?
Yeah,
He
she
doesn't
probably
even
is not,
know.
no, and she probably does not want Thamor down here.
No, she does not like you.
You
but
think?
granted, she has had
times.
She has had her entire life of being trapped down here to basically hate you and your people. So, yeah.
I did want to do one last thing before the session closed. I'd like to use a second level spell slot to cast Locate Object on Marani's star charts.
Oh.
So, I know it's probably a long shot, but it's a site of power, kind of.
I mean, consider. Yeah, no.
Okay, it doesn't find it.
It's within 1,000 feet of you.
Yep, I am
He's
aware
been
of
here
that.
the whole time.
She is not in Chultmir.
It's an RP thing as much as anything.
I mean, that's fine. It's just, yeah, the answer is definitely, she's definitely not in Chultmir. Or, well, at least within 1,000 feet of you. So. You could try that with the Dragon of Desire. Maybe it would show up, though, not in the way you want it, but.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I've just been waiting in one of these rooms, Dan. I'm so glad you finally found me.
She's in the cellar.
Going out on that.
Andros, we
No,
got another
of all fucking
clone
things.
to murder.